Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'd like to talk about a question I received from my earlier video on introducing my Indian Chief. The question was, what made you leave the Harley brand for Indian? Which is a great question. So in today's video, it'll be a little bit different. I'm going to do a voiceover as I explain my reasons for my decision. I'm going to use some recent footage of me riding around, so I hope you enjoy. First, I would like to say that all of the upcoming points I'm going to mention are just my opinions from my personal experiences, so please keep that in mind as we continue into the video. So let's start at the beginning. It started when I was looking at buying my Sportster. So I test rode a Softail lowrider, and I loved it, but it was way too expensive for me at the time. So that being said, fast forward a few years later, and I'm looking again in late 2020. Unfortunately, when I went to the local dealer, they informed me that the lowrider was being discontinued. So I was considering the Lowrider S, but it was still a little too expensive. So feeling discouraged that my favorite bike was being discontinued, I decided to wait a few months and think about my options. Then, in early 2021, Indian announced their new Chief lineup, and I was immediately interested. Alright, so I liked the Chief for a couple of reasons. One being the ease of maintenance. So granted, Harley bikes aren't really that bad either, but I like the fact that for an oil change, all I have to do on my Chief is open up 2 drain plugs and replace the filter. I did not like the idea of opening up side covers and stuff with the Sportster, so I always left that to the techs at my local dealer. So now I should be able to do my own oil changes, hopefully, as long as it's not too complicated for me. I am by no means mechanically inclined. So 2, I am not the tallest guy around. I am 5'6" with a 30-inch inseam. I can flat foot the Chief no problem, and I really like that. It's about the same height as my Sportster as well, so it's very familiar to me in that respect. 3, the Chief has the same engine as the touring models that Indian makes. So given my height and strength, or lack thereof, this is the biggest cruiser that I'm comfortable with at the moment, and it checks all my marks on engine performance and reliability. 4, the Chief puts technology to really good use in their 4-inch touchscreen ride command system. So the main pull for me on that was the integrated GPS and ride information that you wouldn't normally get on a bike this size. So if you want all sorts of ride information and like navigation between a cruiser from Harley or Indian, you'd probably have to get a bagger, to the best of my knowledge. So that's it for the major list of reasons I got the bike. And to be honest, I was a little apprehensive since it is a new model year release, but given the history of reliability with the Thunderstroke engine, I think it should be fine. I still have a few gripes, like the rear fender being a little too short and the stock handlebars and pegs being a little too squished for my liking. But I think, all in all, the Chief checked all the right boxes for me. Handlebars and pegs can just be changed later on, so that's not too big of a deal. So that's all I've got for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure you like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions or inputs on any of my points or opinions, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys next time.